Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. The SeaDoo Switch, as many of you are aware, has a fiberglass infused resin or polymer for its construction all around the boat. Swim platform, bow areas are made out of a black material, and if left out exposed in direct sunlight for extended periods of time, you can see fading like this if you do not properly cover or protect the plastics. I want to show you this video today, kind of how to deal with that. We'll see all these faded spots starting to look like the original, nice and black there. Let's get going. Some things you're going to need to work with this project, maybe some masking tape like this, cleaner products, and the big thing you're going to need is a heat gun. We'll be using the temperature range of about 750 degrees. The biggest thing about this project, when you're starting to apply heat to a product, is don't apply the heat in one zone for very long. Kind of keep the heat moving. I want to point out, when we get up around this vinyl, we don't want to melt this vinyl here. So to be cautious, go ahead and remove it. We cleaned up this area pretty well with a cleaning product and a towel. Don't want to start applying heat to just dirt and debris, so get it nice and clean. Also, we'll put some tape over the top of the badges here on this back corner here. Just don't want to try to put too much heat on that. This could cause it to be difficult to read. So let's go ahead and get our heat going. We'll turn on our first setting here. Fans at low temp. I'm going to plus this up here to the number 4 setting. That's going to put it at about 750 degrees. Let it get good and hot. Once the temp is up, what we're going to do is we're going to get the tip of the gun, usually within about maybe 1.5 inches or so. You'll see when it begins to change color. So when it changes color, you'll know you've got the distance right, and you can also begin to move the gun around. The key is to move the gun to not stay in one position for an extended period of time. What I want to point out in this shot is if you notice the streaking, I'm not doing a good job on this first panel because this is the first panel I've done. I'm not doing a good job of the overlap, so I'm having to go back and rework the material a couple of times through. Also notice we removed the tape here. We're able to bring the color back with the tape removed just by removing the gun, kind of pulling it back a little bit away from the surface. On the first half of this section, note that we kind of started in the middle. We worked our way around the part, not very systematic. Had a lot of splotches. On the second side here, we increased our temperature to about 900 degrees. But we also started from the left and worked our way to the right of the screen. We had a lot more consistency. We had to go back later and do some more work on the opposite side. It worked out much better. Now at this stage in the game, we actually had established some technique that was working much better. Note that we're working the entire surface from one area to the other, from one end to the other. A lot less streaking. Starting at the bottom and working your way to the top is best. Like I said, try to shoot the line. It's best if you can have your next pass overlap the edge of the previous pass. Couple of closing tips here. We did go ahead and take our heat gun up to the 900 degree setting. That helped us move it a little faster, and we got a little more distance away from the part. I felt like I had to kind of get in close at the 750 degree setting. So at 900 it actually worked a little bit better. Use at your own risk, obviously. This is something that we're just kind of telling you what worked for us. We also noted that starting at the base of a surface and working across the entirety of that surface in one pass worked much better than starting in some random place and working down, let's say center down and then center up. That left more of a predominant seam. Also too, noted that shooting, what I call shooting the line. So as you see that discoloration coming, your next pass, shooting the top edge of that discoloration. So you get a little overlap, kind of like when you're cutting grass. Start with an area that's not quite as conspicuous. Work on that a little bit with your own until you get really good at it, and then come back later and work on those areas that are more visible, and you'll find that it's probably a lot better after you kind of get your own technique. Don't worry about messing this up. If you really get it wrong, if you really screw up, you always have the option to come back and cover this surface with reef wrap. You know, reef wrap is designed specifically to fit right in this area here. It gives you protection and also make it look brand new. So for those of you that are just simply trying to bring the color back, use the heat gun. If you're looking to add protection for the future, for impact, also make it look beautiful, you can add reef wrap. That's in the JetBoatPilot store. We'll put the link in the description below for that as well. All right, well, as always, we thank you for watching this video. If this video was helpful to you, check this one right here out.